And you know what else is crazy? All the similarities between our Guardians of the Galaxy characters and our Star Wars characters.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think with any type of movie that's kind of like a hero type movie,
Hmm.
you're going to have like a similar journey and similar character templates.
Sure, the hero's journey. Yeah,
But this one is slightly different because it's like the anti heroes, kind of almost. I mean, they're heroes, but they're also anti heroes.
yeah.
But yeah, I totally got you off track.
No, you didn't. You're right on track with me.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say is the characters in this. Okay, let's think about it. So we have Groot, okay,
Hmm.
and then we have Rocket.
Right.
These two, if you think about it, are similar to R2D2 and C3PO. Okay?
Okay.
And Rocket is like, a bitter, foul mouthed C3PO, but that's him. He's a very intelligent guy. And he was manufactured in a lab, and he's
Yeah.
got some mechanical bits on the back of him from where they experimented on him. So it's almost like he's a bit of a robot. Okay.
That's okay. I can see it. And my favorite thing about this comparison is how horrified C3PO would be that he's being compared to this little trash panda.
Oh, he would hate it. He would hate it so much. He would hate it so much.
And I would love it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's funny because Rocket, like I said, favors C3PO more when he is the smaller in stature.
Yeah.
When C3PO is the taller being
Right.
in Star Wars.
Whereas Groot is the big guy here.
Yes. And Groot, okay, I mean, he is like R2D2 because of the way that he speaks. All he says is, I am Groot.
Hmm.
Just like R2D2 beeps.
Right.
And at first, only C3PO understands R2D2. Then as time goes on, other people understand him as well.
Like I am like Groot.
Yes.
Same. Like Rocket
Yes.
is always interpreting for Groot
Yes.
until people start to get it.
Yes.
That's really funny and awesome connection.
Thanks. And I mean, also, okay, now this is where we double up a little. When we take a look at Groot, he also is like Chewbacca.
I can really see that. Yeah, I can really see that. Because again, it's like the language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
Because Chewie just kind of does that grunting sound, whatever. I can't do it, so I'm not going to.
Oh, that was, I don't know what that was.
That was like, it's like if Chewie had some bad gas.
That was like a broken foghorn.
Like Chewie didn't feel well. He was having acid reflux.
Oh, poor Chewie. Poor Chewie.
But yeah, no, and he has like he's big. Like Groot and Chewie are both like taller and bigger.
Yeah.
Than the other people, and also they kind of like get things done. I
Sure.
feel like because like when they're trying to steal the battery, for this big escape plan,
Mm-hmm.
while everybody else is just talking about it, Groot like walks over, just gets it.
I love that. A man of action.
Yeah.
Well, and then he also uses his branch as a weapon. He shoots it out very long and stabs through a line of 5 or 6 villains, and just picks them up again, like kind of like a kebab,
Yeah.
Kebab night here. And you slammed them against the wall, and then he took them out.
Yeah.
And while he was doing that, he was yelling, which is like Chewie when he would do his signature yell.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's really good.
it's
Well, yeah, and then Star-Lord Peter is Han Solo.
Of course.
And I'm sure he really wants to be. In fact, honestly, probably he went through the asteroid field because he wanted to be like Han Solo.
that was a good scene because you had egos at play, right? Because
Yeah.
you had Rocket who wanted to drive, and then you also had Peter Quill who wanted to drive.
Yeah.
So instead of it actually being about their escape, it became about this one-upsmanship of who's the better pilot.
Yeah. That's funny. And yeah. And then, of course, Gamora, I'm assuming, is kind of like your Leia character.
Yes.
But in a way, maybe she's also got a little bit of Luke Skywalker quality because her dad is Thanos. So
I think that's a very good comparison. I also do see some Luke Skywalker and Star-Lord.
yeah, yeah, he's the hero. So I think there's going to be a little bit Um, but yeah, that's really awesome.
Well, and let's not forget Nebula. Nebula is like Darth Vader.
Yeah, we talked about this a little bit before. You had mentioned that, and it's nothing I ever would have thought about, but the comparison is totally there
Right.
because she's been tortured and parts of her have been replaced with mechanical parts. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, and she, has like a similar outlook, I think, as Darth Vader. Like, she's always on like the dark side, and I think a lot of that has to do with, you know, so much of her being replaced by a machine.
I agree because no. Nebula says when Gamora came into her life, all she wanted out of it was a sister.
Hmm.
And Thanos would pit Gamora and Nebula against each other all the time in combat. And whoever lost would get worked on mechanically.
Hmm.
And Nebula would always lose. And she actually says at one point that Thanos ripped the eye out of her socket.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Gosh.
and that he sucked the brain out of her head.
Yeah.
Like he did all these horrible things to this person. And also like Darth Vader, I feel like there's a redemption arc because Nebula is a good person underneath.
Yeah.
She still does care.
Yeah. And there's a lot more development of their relationship in the second movie, which I really enjoyed. Because I really didn't like Nebula in the first movie at all
Mm-hmm.
because she just kept showing up and making everything bad.
Yeah.
Because she was always kind of like this pick me kind of person, trying to like help these bad guys, thinking it was going to get her something. So like she's trying to help Ronan, thinking it's going to do something for her, or thinking she's going to impress Thanos, but she's not. Like they're just using her.